It's Monday lunchtime. It's time for BizFest Takeover. Hello, Gavin. How are you?
I'm really good, Ashley. How are you?
All the better for seeing you, buddy.
Yeah,
it's getting real. It's getting real. This is week 4.
Yes.
Week 4.
Yes,
not long until we go live on April the 1st. Yeah. So what's happening? What have we missed out on? We've got 3 amazing ladies joining us in a minute, but before we do that, let's have some behind the scenes chatter. I see that you've got quite an amazing speaker. Or another one.
I think we've got 28 amazing speakers that will be speaking on the day.
Fantastic. That's incredible.
And yeah, we're really, really excited about it. Actually, you saw Jamie just there, just gliding behind me. We're really, really excited about it. And if you would like, as a bit of a exclusive,
yes, please.
I'll give you the keynote lineup today. How about that?
Oh, yes, absolutely. And the timings?
And the timings as well, of course.
Fantastic. Yeah. Go for it.
I'm referring to my notes over here, but yeah, we're really, really excited. We've got as our compare, we've got the amazing James Court coming back from Boost Your Business Network.
Nice.
Anyone that doesn't know about James will know about the Boost Your Business Networks that he does all throughout Exeter. 100% look at it. He's great. He's amazing. And yeah, he's comparing for us. So he'll be the guy making sure that our speakers are speaking on time when they're supposed to, be on the stage, etc., etc. So yeah, the amazing James Court. First up at 10 a.m. So doors open on the 1st of April at 9:30 a.m. And the first person we have on the stage at 10 a.m. is yours truly, Ashley Leeds, the 15-minute.
Look at that.
Opening the show again. Well, you were just such a big hit last year, Ashley.
I'm blushing.
Let's not fix something that ain't broke,
Well, so fair enough.
Get the energy up. We're going to get the energy up with you straight away. Then we've got the amazing Tia Collard from 50 Minds.
Oh, yes, lovely.
She is an AI guru / genius. Has Tia been on yet? I don't know.
She was on last week.
She was on last week.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes. So the amazing Tia, of course she was. Yeah. So the amazing Tia is going to be speaking. Then we're going to, because that's going to be quite heavy. There's going to be a lot of information being delivered there, and anyone that's thinking about bringing AI into their business 100% needs to be there at 10:45 a.m. to catch her on the keynote stage. Then we're going to get the energy pumping up again. We've got Mr. Brad Burton, who is Brad. He's going to be speaking at 11:30 a.m. and that's obviously going to be very motivational. He is, the UK's #1 motivational speaker. We're very, very excited to bring him into the fold as well. So Brad Burton. Then at 12:15, we've got the lovely Rosie Parsons, who is worldwide leading photographer, spends most of her time actually out of Exeter, in London, all across the world, doing photo shoots for celebrities, for business icons and gurus. Tons and tons of experience when it comes to photography and how best to present yourself, etc. And the beauty of that presentation as well, and obviously all of these are going to be amazing, is that Rosie's going to be giving people hints and tips that they can actually take away on the day, and she's going to it's going to be very interactive as well. So we're quite excited about that. Then at 1 p.m. we've got Lucy Ingram from the Investing Ladies. I don't know if you've met Lucy. Lucy exhibited with us last year.
Not yet, no.
Lucy is a legend. And yeah, Lucy is all about investment, all about making your money do better. And yeah, just a brilliant person. So coming back again from last year. And then at 1:45 p.m. we have a panel session. And I'm not going to give you who's in the panel session yet, but we're very, very excited about this.
Get that next week, Gavin.
Get that next week. Awesome. But this is going to be all about networking and how best people can utilize networking. And that will take us nicely from 1:45 p.m. to 2:15 p.m. because then the doors will be open for like another 2 hours. And people can actually implement that networking knowledge that they've picked up from 3 amazing people that will be on that stage, and James Court will be comparing that. This is going to be amazing. So that's just a little
Little taster. More next week. Next week. Let us bring in our amazing guest this week. Before we do that, say hello to, or good afternoon to Mihal. He's here every week watching us. So wonder if we can get him to come down here.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, he's based in London, but it's worth a trip. It's worth a trip. Awesome. Hey, Gav, thank you very much indeed. See you soon next week. Yeah, you take care. Right. Okay. So who have we got in the room today, all the way from Plymouth? We've got Jay, we've got Sarah in Newquay direction, and Keish is up in Birmingham. Hello, ladies.
Hello.
How are we?
Good, thank you. You?
Right. I'm always all right. Who's excited about BizFest? Huh? So this is a show all about you guys, so that people know who you are, what you do, and where you're from. Well, let's kick off with Jay.
Hi. So I'm Jay. I am the CEO founder of Rethink Your Perspective, and what we do is we help people to make the most of their time, because time can't be managed. It's a measurement. Get over it. You can't manage it. All these time management gurus, no, you can't. But you can manage what you do with your time, because every single one of us has the same 24 hours in a day. The homeless person has the same 24 hours as the billionaire. It's what you do with them that makes the difference. And that's what I help people to realize. So shifting mindset, shifting thinking, shifting perspective, to get more out of your day.
So can you help us get more out of this show? Because we do have a hard stop at 1 o'clock.
There is a hard stop. So it'll be about keeping it concise.
Right, well, we can do that. So there you go. There's a tip, everybody. Right, next up, Sarah, who are you? What do you do?
I'm the founder of Frog Marketing, and I basically do like revenue generating marketing. You know how like loads of people say, I'm spending a load of money on marketing, but I just don't really see that I'm getting anything tangible from it. It's a cost, it's not an investment. Well, I do that if we're keeping it simple. I help people.
No one ever says they're spending too much on marketing, do they?
Oh no one. I've never heard anyone say that ever.
So we're going to dig into that, because you are a certified StoryBrand coach. So we want to find out a little bit more about that as well. And Keish, tell me, you're not always in Birmingham, are you? You're sat in a car. What are you doing?
I am. So I've come up to see a client today, and I head back. So I'm here for 2 hours before heading back to sunny Devon, although it's quite rainy where I am at the moment. So I am a professionally accredited master coach, and I work with high achievers who are stuck, who have accomplished everything they think they want to accomplish and are just not sure of the next steps. And so I've also got a couple of tools that go with that. So I've got a planner, both a physical and digital planner, and those were just launched at the end of last year and this year. So yeah, really excited about kind of bringing tools to market that will work with people. And so instead of focusing specifically on, I've got to get this goal, focuses more on the values and the essence of individuals and where they want to go. So making sure people are kind and looking at how we are grateful for where we are at this moment and the lessons that come.
We are going to get on so well, aren't we, Keish? Gavin's just put a comment. Pumped up for this episode. 3 legends in the room. 3 legends. So
thank you.
He didn't say 4, did he? No, I wonder what's going on there. Never mind. Anyway, this show's not about me. It's about you guys. And so I'm just sort of like thinking out aloud. If I was going to sort of like, if I'm running my business, who would I grab hold of first? Somebody to stop me being unstuck and make sure I'm going in the right direction. Someone making sure I've got more time, or someone to shout about what I'm doing. And so here we go. This is like, I've just made this up like that. I want you to pitch to me why you should be my first hire as a small business owner just starting out in this crazy world of self-employment entrepreneurship. Who wants to go first?
So I'm happy to take that. So one of the things that I think is really important, and I do want to stress, is that so often we within industry, we pitch people against each other. Now, what I love about coaching and the coaching space is that it's not about that. So whoever comes to me, one of the first things I say to them is, we need to know that I'm the right coach for you, and I need to know that you're the right client for me. And so in order to do that, after we have our discovery call, I want you to speak to at least 2 other coaches, because what I can bring to the table, somebody else, can bring something else to the table. So whether it's Sarah or Jay, and so it's so important to recognize that it depends on where you are and what you need. And that for me is key. So we all do coaching in very different ways, and it's also part of the delivery is really important. So why come with me? Because we click. So jump on a discovery call. I've got years of experience in leadership and training. And so, yes, that's my forte. Yet the way I say things or the way I do things might not click. So whatever you're doing, if you're interested in moving forward, you've got 3 amazing people to come and speak to, not just one.
Perfect. That's a great, absolutely great answer. As you're saying that, I'm thinking, this is like blind date, isn't it? Contestant number 2, Jay.
No, I completely agree with what Keisha was saying. It's got to be the people you click with, because if you're trying to work with someone and you're doing this, it's never going to work. We've probably all had that. Even if you look back as far as school, like my daughter's 10, she's currently having with the child she sits next to in her class. And it's trying to get her to realize that in our world, every single one of us is completely individual. Even identical twins have different fingerprints. So there is no one that is like you, but there will be people that will be close enough that create your tribe.
Love
So,
that.
yeah.
Okay.
I was just going to say, I agree with what everything that the other guys have said. I think if I was coming at it from a sort of like, who should you hire first in terms of like, who do you need, and what problem you're trying to solve, it would be very much sort of like strategically focused for me, whoever you ended up working with, like, because obviously we all do slightly different things anyway. So, obviously you've got to click with the person that you're going to work with. But I think, especially if you were kind of starting a new business, or I think that's what you pitched it as, is, a new business owner trying to decide what to go for first. I think, you've got to decide what your main goal is to keep your business going, because, people get into business for a variety of reasons, but people stay in business because they make money. And if you're not making money, you haven't got a business. So I think you kind of got to look at where, what your biggest need is at that moment in time, would be my take on it.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And I think the thing is, right, when we first start our business, we've got a few people that we know, so they become our clients. So I'm just going to give a shout out to Gavin, because he does realize that I am a legend. And Lucy's just come in to say hello. So hi, Lucy. How the devil are you? Yeah, so there's different stages in our business that we're sort of like, oh, now we need this and now we need that. And as we grow and do different things, I'm starting to look at, my time management. So I'm taking on a VA, because I can't do it all. And none of these gurus have helped me, and none of these time management softwares have helped me. So I just get rid of it. And so it's that sort of thing. So I want to know how you got into what you're doing. So I'm going to go with Jay first. How did you get into all of this time? What do you call it? Is it time management?
Activity management.
Activity management.
Because time is the biggest thing I like to talk to people about and dispel. Time is a measurement, same as a kilometer is a measurement. Time is just minutes and seconds and hours that all add up to create days and weeks and months. So we can't manage that. You can't buy it. You can't sell it.
Okay.
You can't steal it. So I focus more on what are you actually doing with the time that you have, because time will pass anyway. Whether you sit for 3 hours scrolling or you sit for 3 hours building your business, the time passes regardless. You can't do anything about that. So I focus more in on what are you doing with your time and how can you streamline it. So If you are somebody like me who's very squirrel minded, or idea kind of things like that, what can you put in place? Yeah, I know. Same as me. What kind of structures can you put in place that aren't specifically productivity tools? Because some of them are great, others just add more to your workload. But it's what can you put in place that shifts your habits? So for me, the biggest thing that I find really works, if I've got a couple of hours where I can sit down and I can do some laptop work, content creation, all of that sort of stuff, I set it up on Pomodoro. So it was named after a tomato. Gotta love the tomato. But it's basically where you set timers, where you work for 25 minutes and then you have a 5-minute break. Then you work for 25 minutes and you have a 5-minute break. And I find that keeps my squirrel brain focused on what I'm doing, because little squirrel knows it's getting a break in 25 minutes. It's not when I finish this job, it's in 25 minutes. It's a definite period in time where it is getting a break to go and run off and do whatever it's going to do for 5 minutes. So it's things like that, but that doesn't work for everyone. If you're in a role where if you just walk away from something and it loses all your progress, timers aren't going to work. So it's working with individuals where they're at. Because like I said, we are individual. What works for one is not going to work for another. And it's just testing and adjusting and shifting the habits and shifting the mindset to get those new habits in. So we do it automatically. And the easiest way to test if you think your habits aren't automatic, try and brush your teeth with the other hand.
Yeah, absolutely. I love that.
You're not going to do it.
And I love habits as well. You've just inspired me to get my timer out of my drawer, because I've got
Mine
some
has
hard
ears.
work. I've got hard. Oh, he's much cuter than mine. I need a yellow one like that, don't I? But the thing is, right, I've got some tasks to do this afternoon, and I know it's going to take me all afternoon because I will faff. So thank you for the reminder. Thank you for the reminder.
You are welcome.
Hey, Sarah, I can't remember what the question was, but
how did we get into it? How did I get into it? Oh yes, yeah. Do you know what though? Just sorry, I will answer that in a minute. But actually listening to what Jay was just saying really resonated, because I think it's kind of similar with what I'm doing. Like, not every business is the same, but they have got a finite amount of resources, and kind of understanding what to do in terms of marketing. You've got to know where you want to go and where you're coming from and what you've got to actually do it with. And if you don't understand all that, it's really difficult to put together something that works. So I just wanted to say that, because that really, I think we're kind of probably doing sort of similar things in a different industry. But anyway, yes, how did I get into it? Well, I've been marketing for years, and what I'm doing now, kind of more on the ROI side of things, and being a StoryBrand guide and all of that sort of thing. I think I was basically I was not nominated, but like it's kind of like awards. Do you know, my brain's just lost the plot here. I was recognized by the Financial Times as being a top marketing consultancy for a couple of years in a row, which was amazing. But it kind of really got me feeling like I need to do better. I need to do better for my customers, because I felt like I was doing well for them.
If you were like really successful and at the top, you should have spoken to Keish. Is that right, Keish?
Yeah.
I'll introduce you to each other later. Sorry, carry on. So you keep winning this thing because you're so brilliant. Carry on. Sorry.
So I got these accolades, and I just thought I now need to step up, because I just felt like I was getting some results, but I wasn't confident that I could always predict them, and that I could always have that consistency, and I just needed something to really kind of nail my mast to, sort of thing. And so that I just felt like I needed to do more, and I needed to get consistent results every time, because of all of that. And so that's how I got into doing StoryBrand, and it's just amazing because apart from the framework, which is obviously people might not know the framework, but StoryBrand is big in the US. It's a proven method for a communications framework based on story, basically. And way, Jay's got the book. Yeah, building a StoryBrand.
She's read it. I was awesome. Listening to it. I was listening to it again at the weekend, knowing that you're going to be here. So yeah, good old Donald.
Yeah, no, so and it's great, and it's not just the framework though. There's this whole community of guides behind it, and they are all amazing, and also people doing the most incredible things. So you're always at the forefront of all of the new marketing stuff coming out, all of the new ideas, all of the kind of collective leadership thinking. It's such a amazing community to be part of, because it really keeps you up to date with everything, and sort of like, you know, able to push boundaries sort of early on and be early adopters for staff. And yeah, it's been really good.
Awesome. And finally, Keish, how did you get into making quiche? Sorry, I can't help that.
That's fine.
I like a flan. I love a flan. Carry on.
So I kind of went on a roundabout way in that I started in education and was based in London when I was doing that, and then life happened and moved up to Scotland, and I was based in Scotland for about 10 years working for an amazing educational charity that really got me to think, what was it that I wanted to do? You know, I'd been in education for such a long time, and this was different. And, you know, I had projects in parts of Central America, Southern Africa, and Eastern Africa. And it was all about communication. Communication was such a huge element to the work that I was doing with a lot of young people. And so much of it was around perception and behaviors. And so for me, when it got to that point where I was in the company, I was as far as I could go, there was nowhere else. And I thought, what do I want to do next? And I took the time and I thought, you know, one of the things that I've loved the coaching, the working with people, because people are fascinating. People are absolutely fascinating. And just seeing what we can do to support somebody else be the best version of themselves just gets me really excited. So I went back into education, this time as a behavior mentor, head of year, director of learning, back in London, and put some of those things into practice. And then I moved to Jamaica, and I was based in Jamaica, and I did coaching and training within Jamaica for a number of years, all around first education and then within lots of different sectors. And so had, you know, the real estate agents come and want to do work with me, then hospitality, looking at how coaching can really help their leaders and work with their leaders. And so it was a roundabout circle. I took a break during COVID and went and worked for World Rugby. So, you know, was in the women leadership space there. And so for me, the key thing was, how do I support individuals on their journey? Because I'm living my best life and I'm looking for the silver lining. People always say, oh, you always look for the silver lining. It's like, well, because every challenge gives us something towards who we are. And I like who I am. And so for me, working with individuals who they're not sure, you know, and sharing tools and getting them to that point where they're excited about life, excited about what they're doing, excited about moving forward, has been, for me, really, really inspiring, and that kind of fills my cup. So perspective is huge in my coaching space, and my values are belonging, freedom, and uniqueness. And so all of my coaching is always about tailoring. You know, we all have a story to tell. We all have something to give, something to share. And what I do allows me to volunteer in different spaces and allows me to give back in a way that I find is useful. So, yeah.
No, brilliant, brilliant. It's funny, isn't it? None of us went to school. Left school saying, right, when I get older, I'm going to be doing LinkedIn or whatever else we're doing. It's always a circuitous route, and you're like, how did I get here? And maybe we should do another show just on how we got here, because all the different steps are quite crazy. Now you guys are all on this show because you've all got a stand at BizFest, which is happening very, very soon. We're running out of time. It's crazy. So I want you to tell me what stand you're on so people can come and find you. And why should I come and visit your stand? What have you got there? I want to know what sweeties you've got. But what else? What else am I going to get more than just a selfie? So come on, who wants to go first on this one?
Okay.
Go on, go.
So I am on stand 88, which is leading up to basically from the front door. It's quite a nice little place, actually. I will have a nice spin the wheel game, which any of you who have been to expos before and see me on expos, you will know that my little helper makes my wheel rather biased, so I'm not sure she's coming with me, but when you spin the wheel, you basically get the chance to win some physical things that are going to help with your productivity, be it a little planner, a little cube that reminds you how awesome you are and asks you questions like what should you be doing right now, which helps you to just stop procrastinating and get back in line. Have you not got one of these, Ash?
No, because I'd just be sat there playing with it, wouldn't I?
But then it asks you questions like, what are you not doing?
Yeah, that'll take me 10 minutes to do. I think you need to give me a stiff talking to, Jay. Sarah,
See you Wednesday.
I was going to say, are you all coming on Wednesday to Dartington Hall?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Let's get a selfie. Let's get a selfie. All three of us.
Definitely.
Definitely.
If you're listening to this on the podcast and wondering where we're going on Wednesday, I had to check then, didn't I? We're going to Dartington Hall because if you're an exhibitor for BizFest, they throw on these amazing events. And we got Lucy's just said hello. So and Sharon's also said hello. Sharon's my guest next week. But yeah, are you going as well? So yeah, if you want to come on Wednesday, sign up and get yourself a stand, and you can come and you can see us three and all the other amazing people that are going to be there. So where were we?
Actually, on Wednesday, I'm going to be telling people or helping people to understand how to make their stand out at BizFest.
Genius.
In that kind of noise of sea of other stands that people will actually decide to stop and choose to speak to you, and it's possibly not what you think it's going to be. So
what? Like I gotta take my shirt off. No,
there's
Sarah,
no nudity involved. No nudity involved.
What stand are you on, Sarah? What stand are you on?
I'm going to be on stand 86. And I will have, neighbours, that'd be great.
Yeah.
Stand buddies. And I will have, so last year, what went down really well is I had is it Monty Bojangles sweets? Bowls of those. They're really good. And lots of people, I think, literally just stopped by for those. But I'll also have some free strategy guides, marketing strategy guides for people. Fill-inable, is that the word? And there's like an online resource to go with them. So, and what else will I have? I will be doing a few website reviews throughout the day live. So if anybody wants to pop by and have their website reviewed to see how well you're set up to convert, then pop by, and I'd love to sort of spend 20 minutes with you talking it through.
Fantastic, Sarah. That's brilliant. Keisha, Keish, go on then. Which stand are you on, and why should we come and see you?
Well, I'm on stand 150. I'm not going to have quiches available for you to take away. However, I will have tea, amazing different flavored teas, because the thing that I like is to have tea with those that come and do coaching with me. So come have tea with me, take away a tea bag and book a call in. So that's definitely one reason, because the teas are amazing. The other reason is I will also be giving away a number of access to a number of the digital planners, so you can come along and, you know, get access to the digital planner for the year, and there'll be discounts on some of the coaching packages as well.
Fantastic. Oh, I can't wait. Guys, you've been absolutely amazing today. Thank you so much for coming on. And we were succinct, weren't we, Jay? We all took on board what you said at the top of the show. Are you coming as well on Thursday or Wednesday? I'm not sure.
Wednesday.
Anyway, before we say goodbye, I'm going to come around and say goodbye to you all, but I just want to say a big shout out to our guests next week, somewhere here. And I was right. Sharon is going to be here along with Terry and Emily. So we're going to have a good old chat next week and all about customer service and marketing and all that sort of good stuff, because they are also going to be at BizFest. Guys, I'm just going to go around the room, say goodbye, and how can we get hold of you, please, Jay?
So thanks. This has been awesome. I have a website, Rethink Your Perspective, and I'm across socials. Just search me up, get in touch, and let's have a chat.
Fantastic. Sarah?
Also on socials, and my website is frogmarketing.co.uk.
Boom. And finally, Keish, thank you so much for joining us in Birmingham.
Thank you. Well, I'll be back home this evening, so back in Devon this evening. So yes, come and find me, Keisha-Ann Down on LinkedIn, and also yesandco.uk. Yesandco.uk. Really simple, really easy. Say yes to the life that you want.
Yes.
Brilliant. Oh, what a fantastic way to end. Thank you very much, ladies. Cheerio.
Have a good one.
Bye.
Thank you so much for watching or listening to my show this week. I want to bring to you people that can help us running our business. I love having a chat. I'm very nosy, very curious, and I'd love to ask questions. So if you want to be a guest, or if you've got some ideas for guests, let me know. And if you want me to help you with your LinkedIn, get in touch, because I want to give you a voice. Now, that could just be using LinkedIn, but I do other things as well. So I can help you with a podcast, a live show, and all kinds of other amazing things. So get in touch. My name is Ashley Leeds. I'm the 15-minute guy, and you can find me on LinkedIn.